I drive a 1992 Acura NSX. From a young age, I was really enthralled with the NSX for reasons that many other people can relate to. It was a very futuristic vehicle with high performance and dynamic styling. And I set a goal really early on to obtain one, targeting the age of 30 as sort of my deadline that I self-imposed. As things grew closer, I realized that the goal was actually within reach. I ended up buying the car just 2 weeks prior to my 30th birthday. I feel like the NSX strikes a perfect balance between being a car that's aesthetically captivating, but also it comes with typical Honda innovation and reliability. I put about 40,000 miles on mine with very little needed maintenance. The NSX is a car that really begs to be driven at high RPM, and I'm not typically one to drive my cars hard, but for some reason that car just kind of begs to be revved out. The engine, of course, being mid-mounted, provides really optimal weight distribution. I definitely feel like there's something special about driving a car that leaves you in complete control. And really, the NSX does that. It's a car that doesn't overly assist you in any particular way. The car doesn't even have power steering, but once you get rolling, you kind of forget about that because that's all part of the raw driving experience that it provides. From a young age, my automotive upbringing was a big part of day-to-day life. I grew up with family members who were just as into the hobby as I was. Right around the time I got my license, I was drawn to the third generation Honda Prelude with pop-up headlights and a stick shift. And that was sort of the car that really ignited my love for all things Honda and Acura. I think that car really put the wheels in motion for owning a number of noteworthy cars from the Honda and Acura brands over the years. In all, I've had 22 Acuras. When I turned 21, I bought a 94 Acura Legend LS, a 6-speed coupe. Over the course of my 18 years of ownership with that Acura Legend, it's been through 37 different states, including Alaska. I'm glad that through that car and through my other Acuras, I've connected with such an awesome enthusiast community. Over the years, people have donated things to me. I love the nostalgia of collecting random things like an accessory cellular telephone from a Gen 2 Legend, or die-cast model cars, or watches. Anything that you can find that has the Acura brand tied to it is something that I'm probably interested in for my collection. When the Acura brand launched, their slogan was precision crafted performance. I think even the build qualities, particularly in the NSX, still holds true. It's a car that, despite having 117,000 miles, which I just rolled over during this adventure, the car still feels tight, and the tolerances and the specifications are every bit as well engineered now as they were when that came off the assembly line in Japan. The car really, in every sense, is a raw driving experience, and it introduces you to every rock in the road. But as a driver, I appreciate that because I love every bit of feedback I can get. The NSX is engineered to make use of an engine that's only 270 horsepower, and by today's standards, 270 is nothing really spectacular. But the way that the NSX delivers the power is what makes it unique. To me, the car conveys exactly what the original designers intended, and is true to that original formula. Everything about that car is exactly as it debuted at the Chicago Auto Show in 1989. I'm one of those people who will intentionally take the long way home, just because it gives me a little bit more time in the car. And that's part of why I've driven my Legend 482,000 miles over 18 years, and now I've put 40,000 on my NSX. The car continues to put a grin on my face every time I turn the ignition on. I'm Tyson Hugie, and this is why I drive.